to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ohio's offense will have the first possession of the game. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. So Texas A&M's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
And the Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Davis will throw. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. And you don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Oda. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Hold and fired complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensive...
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, it's Isaac. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Using his legs, it's Isaac. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown,
just want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the punt team. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. There he goes! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Davis will throw. Got a man, it's Matthews. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Homer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football there.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Snagged in the middle. It's Marquez. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He'll do it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up third down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Davis looking to pass. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snags it on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Stumbled to the ground.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. On the ground, it's Isaac. Fighting another and runs through another guy. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment and play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep. drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right back to the well. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
We'll... Previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise that the O-line gets called for holding. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Let's go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bobo. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it slips just inside that right upright. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Let's see what he can do with the return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. And he's dragged down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. The give to the lone running back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. And he's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Aggie! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. He's got it along the sideline. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Trying to take it back. The 20. making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle, man. They need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. It's a draw. Breaks into the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Wood. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. And they swarm him under.
Man, too little too late. Where was this earlier in the game? They could have used that explosive play earlier when this game was close, but obviously these guys are still out here. They're still competing. They're going to keep fighting until there's zeros on the clock, but they need more plays like that earlier in games moving forward.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
On the move. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
we got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.